All right, well, it's that time again here in Airdrie. We have another new community in the works, and this one is a big one. So welcome to the development of Davy Creek. As you can see here, it's just in that land development phases right now, but it will likely start coming together quite quickly. Now you're going to find Davy Creek in the northwest quadrant of Airdrie, spread across 480 acres north of the existing communities of Reunion, Williamstown, Silver Creek, and Stonegate. So that entire north side of the city west of Highway 2. The land itself here slopes slightly from the high west point down to Nose Creek, which will be a protected environmental reserve at the center of the site, and it's pretty flat east of that all the way over to that number 2 highway. So on this map you can see where that reserve is going to be, and it'll just be a continuation of the environmental reserve that we have in Williamstown right now, with that Nose Creek winding through it. Now the area is being developed by Section 23 Developments in conjunction with Hopewell Residential. Now since the area is so big, the idea is to turn this area into 3 individual neighborhoods that you can see here on this map right here. We do have some more specific information on that first neighborhood that you're going to see in a video on the channel very soon. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that video coming out right away. But our video here is more specifically just on the entire Davy Creek area across all 3 of these neighborhoods, and we'll get more specifically into each neighborhood as we get information on them. Now across all 3 areas there's planned to be a variety of housing styles: commercial, mixed use areas, community amenities, and natural open spaces. The main focal point is going to be that central environmental reserve and a pathway system that can connect people to that environmental reserve, and also to the park spaces, storm ponds, 2 joint use school sites, and the high school site as well. Now each of the neighborhoods 1, 2, and 3 respectively can be accessed through 24th Street for neighborhood 1, 8th Street for neighborhood 2, and Main Street for neighborhood 3, being those main north-south roads in each neighborhood. Neighborhood 1 is going to be the largest of the 3, that goes all the way from 24th Street on the west side all the way up and through Nose Creek on the east side of the neighborhood, and it's going to be primarily made up of residential homes and open spaces with some public utility and institutional uses as well. That joint school site will be included here, as well as a community node of recreational facilities supporting live work units and small scale retail. Now this will be a smaller commercial area intended to give some retail and employment opportunities and be more pedestrian oriented here in neighborhood 1. Now neighborhood 2 is bounded on the west side to that Nose Creek area and on the east by the CP Railway. Now this one also includes some joint use and the high school site, and the concept here is going to be much the same as neighborhood 1, with lots of residential homes supported by open spaces and some public utility and institutional uses like neighborhood 1. Now neighborhood 3 contains the portion east of the railway with a pedestrian crossing on that railway, and will provide a mix of residential and non-residential uses, with commercial uses oriented to Main Street and a business park. Now this commercial will be a comprehensive commercial area that'll transition from auto or driving oriented to pedestrian use areas as well. And the mixed use area here will be high density to allow residents to live close to employment, shopping, and commercial services. So likely we're going to see a bunch of townhouses in here and even maybe some condo buildings as well. So overall, the area of Davy Creek is set to achieve a density of about 8 units per acre. Obviously, the higher density areas are going to be more located towards that commercial space or towards public transportation areas, things like that. For the low density stuff, you're going to be looking at single family homes, either detached garages or attached garages, and then of course semi-detached homes being those duplexes. And for the medium density areas, you'll be looking at more townhouses. And for the breakdown of the 3 areas in living units in total, here's what we get from the area structure plan. Neighborhood 1 is going to have 220 acres, and it's going to have 1,760 dwelling units and a population of about 5,000 people in this first neighborhood. Neighborhood 2 is going to be about 85 acres, and it's going to have about 680 dwelling units and a population of around 2,000 people in neighborhood 2. And for neighborhood 3 is going to be about 93 acres. It'll have about 345 dwelling units, so less than the first 2, because this area is going to be more commercial based, and the population in neighborhood 3 is going to end up being around 1,000 people. Now again, make sure to stay tuned to the channel by liking this video and hitting that subscribe button, because the video for neighborhood number 1 is coming out very soon, and you're going to want to see that one to see more specifically what we can expect from that first neighborhood here in Davy Creek. But for now, go ahead and check out these other videos about some other new neighborhoods we have coming up here in Airdrie.